My name is Hánny Rambod, otherwise known as the Pro Creator. I received that since winning the 2001 USA overall title with Quincy Taylor, and then in 2002 I had Idris Wardell I worked with, and he ended up, first show we worked together, he won the overall at USA. In 2003 I had Mike Dragna turn pro. Also had 2003 and 2004 Chris Cook winning the USA. 2005 Bill Wilmore winning the overall nationals. Rayardi also getting his pro card. My two only clients both turned pro at that show. So I kind of had the habit of doing well at the national level shows and the pro qualifiers, hence the Pro Creator moniker. The notables that I work with right now, Phil Heath.
The claws on stage. Come on.
I write up nutritional programs. I write up supplementation programs. I write up training programs. When my clients are working with me remotely, which 99% of my clients work with me remotely, they will get updates weekly. They will send me photos in the off season every 2 weeks. Every 3 days to a week, they would be sending me photos during the pre-contest time. And then they would be flying in from time to time to do workouts with me. So we go over every aspect of the program. When you're getting closer to the show, we're talking every day, sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. What I do is advise them through the whole contest stage. FST-7 is Fascia Stretch Training 7. The 7 stands for the 7 sets that are being placed in either the beginning or the end of the workout that gives you the volumizing pump.
The basis of FST-7 is, a bigger muscle is a stronger muscle. So you need to get stronger, whether it's weekly or every other week, whether it's a couple more reps with the weight that you used in the previous week, or actually increasing the weight by 5 or 10 pounds, depending on the exercise. And using the 3 different exercises, mostly compound movements, to be able to increase strength. And those are 3 to 4 sets. And then on the FST-7, the actual fascia stretch training set of the 7 sets with a 30 to 45 seconds of rest, what we're trying to do at that point is trying to engorge the muscle with nutrient-rich blood so that we can stretch the fascia, so therefore you have more elasticity and you'll have more room to be able to grow more muscle fibers, and actually in terms of big, muscle fibers getting larger. So what ends up happening is with the FST-7 training, it's a balancing act between going as heavy as possible, but also being able to use the volume sets for the last set, the last exercise. Sometimes we'll be using isolation movements, and then sometimes we're going to be cycling in more compound movements for the 7 sets of the 30 to 45 seconds of rest, depending where they're at in the program. So, for example, he could be right now, we're using mostly isolation movements, but later in 4 weeks we could be switching over to a more compound movement, like an incline for chest. Instead of a cable fly for the 7s, it could be an incline hammer strength press. Well, FST-7 specifically was a variation of a program that I used to use personally back in the day when I used to compete. And it was something that I felt brought me into my personal best package when I used to train both. I've tried, and most people have done this as a bodybuilder if they've ever competed. They tried to cut down the number of reps, cut down the number of weight, the amount of weight, increase the number of reps, and then tried to come in, more cut. And most of the time, what would end up happening is everyone just got smaller, and sometimes softer as well. And what I came up with was the fact that you could turn around and increase the amount of muscle mass with the heavier weights, and the only way to keep that muscle mass through dieting was to be able to continue to use the heavier weights, not only that you use in the off-season, but you should continue to use during the pre-contest, and forge that with still the idea of fascia stretching from the inside out, and using that together, and that basically created the whole FST-7 program.
So I contacted one of my clients who had just won in the previous week the USA's in the light heavyweight class, Teamer El Gundy, who was ecstatic to train. I mean, the guy has just got awesome energy, just awesome to work with. And he had flown up to San Jose. We got together at Ray's gym. Rayardi, who's also a client of mine, who turned pro in 2005 and who had won the Houston Pro 202 class in 2008. And we went to his gym, which is very local to me, and we were able to train legs to jump on the bike, be able to do between 5 to 10 minutes on a stationary bike. Could be upright, could be recumbent. He warmed up, we moved over to leg extension.
Okay, so what we're trying to do is make sure that we're maximizing the range of motion. You want to go down as far as possible without letting the weight touch the stack, so that you get get tension through the whole rep motion. As well as if you've got bad knees, you might not want to go all the way to full extension because it puts a lot of pressure on the knees. So you might see some of my guys go 3/4 or about 85% up without getting the full extension just to take some pressure off the knees. That's okay if you've got some knee problems. But the key is to make sure you're going all the way back as far as possible without losing the resistance on the stack. You go 8 to 10 reps. Let's go. Good. 2, 3. Good. Squeeze. 5, 6, 7. Squeeze. 2 more. Let's go. 1 more. Drive it up. Slow now. Slow. We're gonna get one more. Straight up. Slow. Good job.
Got the leg extensions out of the way. Tamer's probably his best body part is his quads. His nickname is Razor, and it looks like he's all cut up through the quads. So as you see, when he works through the whole extension movement, he still has quite a bit of detail compared to several weeks before, where he'd done the actual USA competition. And most people rebound, they'll lose their conditioning, they'll eat a bunch of junk, and not Tamer. He stayed in good shape, even though he hasn't been doing any cardio and he's been doing about 300 or 400 grams of carbs a day. His body's still in really good shape due to the fact that he's not eating a lot of junk.
So right now we're in the 8 to 10 rep scheme. Sometimes we'll be going up as high as 10 to 15. But today what we're doing is for the next 3 to 4 weeks, Tamer's going to be using this kind of program to try to get stronger and eventually be able to do the higher reps with the same amount of weight.
Second exercise was doing front squats.
Good. Control. Good. Head up, elbows up. Good. Up.
Tamer typically, believe it or not, does this movement on Smith machine. But because of the fact that we want to try to get him to strengthen up his core and we want him to have an overall thicker look, what we're doing now is emphasizing the free weight version of this movement. With him doing the free weight version of the movement, we got up to about 3 plates, and he felt really comfortable doing the exercise. But as the weeks are going to progress, he's going to be able to easily move up to 4.5 plates and not have any issues.
Good. Come on. 2. Come on. Up. Come on. Go. 3 more. 2. Come on, Tamer. Let's go. Up. 1 more. Come on. Hit and go. And drive. Good job. Okay, we just got done with front squats. Things you have to remember with front squats. You got to make sure you're not using such a heavy weight that it's going to be falling forward. You got to be able to keep your core tight, keep the weight up closer to your neck, and make sure that your form is right on. That means your knees right above your toes as you come down, and you got to make sure that your elbows are high so that you can balance the weight. You don't want to end up choking yourself with the barbell, but at the same time, you don't want it rolling down your elbows. Keep your head high, look up, and then make sure that you're keeping your pace about 3-second pace on the way down, 3-second pace, 2-second pace on the way up, and make sure that you're hitting at least parallel or a little slightly below that. You don't want to go too far down where it's going to end up bothering your knees, especially if you have knee problems. But hit parallel and then back up.
We had Tamer stretching quite a bit in between the sets. So he continuously stretched his quads out. So not only will it help him from getting hurt, but also to be able to get a maximum pump through the exercises and maintain a good amount of pliability through the quadriceps. I felt that the more you stretch out, the more you're creating room for growth. Then the third exercise was hack squat.
Okay, we're going to be hitting 90 degrees, we hit parallel, and then back up. Knees over the toes, and drive. A little lower. Stay right there. Good. Up. Good. There you go.
Good. Good. Keep that back flat, core tight, knees right above the toes, and drive. Good. Come on, come on. Squeeze. Getting a lot of that hamstring in there, especially at the bottom, right there, drive, good. And these are really good also for the outer sweep and teardrops. You're hitting that full thigh. Keep going. Good. Let's give it 3 more. Good. We were able to use a pretty good amount of weight, make sure it goes down to parallel, or 90 degrees, and then back up again. But what we did was made sure that he kept his knees over his toes and made sure that everything was in alignment. So biomechanically, he's less likely to get injured. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 7. Come on, push those quads. Good, good. Come on. 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 Drive. I'll win. Going on to the next movement, leg press. We did leg press for 7, and this is Tamer's exercise. Tamer's getting ready to do leg press. Key here, again, just like hacks, knees over toes. Make sure you're very, very stable with the movement. You don't want to end up, pushing too fast where you're going to have a lot of pressure on your joints. And you want to make sure that you're getting good depth. A lot of guys go halfway down, they breathe so that their gut meets their knees. You want to make sure you do short, concise breaths so that you get more depth. Now, on this particular movement, Tamer's keeping his feet in a neutral position. If you turn around and you turn your toes outwards, if we were trying to build his inner thighs, we would keep those toes out during the press. If we wanted to turn around and we wanted to keep just on the outer sweep, we'd keep in neutral position or even slightly inward, just slightly inward, just to really hammer that outer thigh, especially the lower outer thigh. That's what that's going to do. So higher up you go, we're going to hit more glute hamstring, a little right through there. And then the lower we go, we're going to be hitting a little bit more of the quad. So we try to keep it in the middle, especially you got to determine what particular machine you're using and what feels good on your knees. Because if you end up going too heavy and your knees are weak, you're going to end up tweaking something. So we're going to hit it. He actually had that same machine at his gym in Orange County. So what we just did was we discussed the fact that we were going to try to keep the reps between 8 to 12 reps, and he felt very comfortable going up to 10 plates on each side, and we were able to get that exact range and kept his form where his knees were right over his toes, and we emphasized making sure that his breathing was not making his range of motion shortened by the fact that sometimes when you breathe and your gut pushes out, you tend to shorten up the range of motion through the leg press. And what we did is we tried to make sure to minimize that by doing shorter breaths, and that way he was able to get a little bit better range of motion. Come on, two more. Drive. One more. And squeeze, come on. Good job. So then we moved over to hamstrings. We start off with single leg curls. Sometimes I'll have my athletes do hamstrings on either a separate day, or they'll be doing it on an AM/PM split, where they'll be doing quads in the morning and hamstrings at night, or hamstrings in the morning and quads at night. And I really emphasize that so that people will not do a weaker hamstring workout or less intense quad workout, because you tend to have a less intense workout. The second workout tends to be the one that gets kind of the short end of the stick per se. Hold it. Hold it. Okay, another tip for you guys back at home. When you turn around and you do one side, you do unilateral exercise. Sometimes people ask how long you should wait, whether you should wait in between doing the left side and the right side, or you should do the left, the right, and then take it the rest. Honestly, it doesn't matter that much, but normally when I'm working with somebody, I get them to do either the left side, do the weak side first, then do the strong side last, and then rest. Come on. Squeeze, control it. Slow, one more, with me, drop up. Good, slowly. Good job. Then we get stiff-legged deadlifts. And stiff-leg deadlift is what I consider the compound movement of the hamstring family. There's several different ways of doing this exercise. Some people will do it back rounded, some people will have to be sitting up on a box, standing on a box. It really, you can try different methods, but I feel like the safest thing on your lower back is when you keep your back arched and you go down to about mid-shin while keeping your legs straight without walking out.
Right. Good. Good.
The key points in the straight leg deadlift is as you come down, keep your back arched so it keeps your back in a safer position. Make sure you keep your legs straight but without locking your knees. And as you come down, you want to put the pressure on the back of your heels. You want to take away the pressure from the toes and keep it on the back of the heels. And then as you drive up through the hamstrings as your back is still arched.
Come on. Come on, Tamer. Push. Push it. Go. You got 7 more. Go. 1. Rep them out. 2. 3. 4. 2 more. Come on. And drive. Good job.
And then we moved over to lying leg curls. And we just wanted to make sure we emphasize the concentration of the bicep femoris so that he could turn around just like if it was an arm curl on a preacher bench. You're doing the same type of movement for the second movement, which is the lying leg curl. Down. Good. Squeeze.
Squeeze.
Okay, when you're using this exercise for 7, your hips tend to want to lift up. Make sure you keep your hips firmly against the board. If you tend to lift up, you're either going too heavy or you're just too fatigued. You need to cut down the number of reps. 7. Up. Here's a tip for lying leg curls. Foot position. Sometimes you can use the exercise while toes are pointed. As you come up, toes are pointed outwards towards me. And then there's other times where you want to turn around and get a little different, slightly different flexion in the hamstring with toes pointed towards your knees. So I recommend using both forms, but definitely keep mixing it up. Okay, another thing we got to make sure we're doing with the FST-7 movements is that you're squeezing in between the exercises. You can either do it in between exercises or in between FST-7 sets. In between FST-7 sets works really, really well because you're taking such a little time in between the sets. So as you see Tamer squeezing, really making sure to squeeze the hell out of those quads and get as much blood in there as possible. Once Jay and I had decided that we were going to be working together in the off season, we put together the game plan. And that game plan was to try to get him rounder, fuller, work on his weaker body parts, and get together in Vegas. I discussed that also with Phil Heath, being that Phil and Jay are good friends, and I decided that those two people could basically feed off of one another. In the past, Jay Cutler used to use Ronnie Coleman as kind of the proverbial rabbit or the carrot that was being his sense of motivation. And with that being gone this year, I tried to work off of Phil and Jay so that they can both be able to turn around and try to bring their game up to the next level. So therefore, when we all decided to get together in Vegas, I really thought that it was going to be a good idea so that we can turn around and not only get great workouts, but we can turn around and feed off of one another. So on day 1, I got into Vegas. When Jay picked me up, he was really excited. He was looking forward to really getting into an off-season right away instead of waiting till the middle of the year and stepping up his game where normally that's what he would do.
Well, Jay and I have been friends for a very long time, obviously. We ended up connecting on how we work together by after the Olympia, he discussed with me a lot of different things that Phil and I had done in the past, getting ready for the show, and the different types of volume training, and specifically about FST-7, he wanted to know a little bit more about it. So when we started discussing it, it became something that was more specific towards how he could possibly use it to improve. Specifically from the front, we're working with him on his upper chest. It tends to flatten out a little bit, especially when he depletes down, and starts dieting for the show. So we want to keep his chest fuller. We want to try to bring a little more detail into his shoulders, fuller arms. Lower body-wise, his legs have kind of come down a little bit in size, and it's given him the illusion of having a wider waist. So we're trying to bring back the legs that he used to have back in '01. So I don't know how close we're going to get to 01, but I just know that the wider his legs are in terms of the outer sweep, the smaller his waist looks. So from the top down, that's the order from the front side. From the back, we're trying to just get his back a little bit thicker with a little bit more detail. Now, when you go down into the hamstrings and calves, obviously, those could always be a little bit better as well. But as we get closer to the show and we progress, and we need to bring in more conditioning in the glute hamstring area.
With Jay Cutler, definitely working today on trying to get his shoulders round. Today's shoulders, tomorrow's arms, and then we have back. So we're just going to play it by ear here. We kind of fly on the wall stuff. So let's hit it.
Yeah, I know. You won 40s in San Jose.
We started off using the shoulder press just to be able to get overall development in the shoulders, use as our compound movement, our base movement. We always start off using that as a compound movement, whether it's a dumbbell press or Smith machine press or a hammer strength press. We always start off with some kind of pressing motion before moving on to the lateral raise.
Go. 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 Come on. Come on, 2. Up. One. Good one. Last one. Up, up, up. Drive it up, drive it up. Come on.
With the bar front raises, the one thing that we had to emphasize is not going too high past his chin because we didn't want to get the traps involved.
Come on. Watch your back. 4, 4, 4. Come on, go. 1. Not too high, not too high. Don't want to hit those traps. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. One more, one more, one more. Good job.
One thing that tends to happen every time you try deltoid is that if your arm goes too high, either in front of you or from the side, your traps take over. And what we wanted to do is create a level of where his chin is, where he's not going to be going above that area. So I would set my hand out as the limit of the range of motion, so therefore his traps wouldn't kick in.
Good. Keep going. Come on. Come on. Come on. 4. 1. Come on. 2. Come on. 3. Come on. 2 partials. Let's go. 2 partials. Let's go. 1. Good job.
Then we went into our dumbbell side raises, and what we did was we held on to an apparatus to be able to anchor down because he was leaning away from it.
Come on, Joe. Good. 3. Like a machine. Let's go. Hey. Come on. Come on. 2 more. 2 more. Go. 1 more. That's it.
Again, we were trying to use continuous tension and get a range of motion where he's going to not only get continuous tension, but it actually makes the movement harder as he went up.
2. Go. 3. Go. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Come on. 9. Come on. 10. Come on. Drive it up. Go. 2 more. Oh, shit. That's right.
Okay, we're doing side laterals, Fst-7 style. We're going to be going up to horizontal with the shoulder. We're going to go parallel with the floor. He's going to keep his elbows a little bit higher than his wrist. And you don't want to go much higher than your shoulders because then your traps will really kick in. So, and you don't want to use too heavy of a weight because then you're going to be swinging them a lot. So let's go ahead and let's demonstrate. Right there. Good. Keep those wrists down slightly. Keep those wrists down. Good. Bend the receiver more. Good. Good. Grab it up. Right there. Good. Up. Pause. Right there. And down. Slowly. Good. You want to be able to use a weight you can control. 2 more reps. Squeeze. 1 more. And drive. Good job. Good job. That's lateral raise. Then we went into our rear delts with reverse pec deck, and we did that on a fly machine.
Come on. 10. One more.
Then we went on to our second rear delt exercise, which was bent over dumbbell raises on the bench. Then we did the high rope with the cables so that we could really emphasize this upper back, get some of the rhomboids, get some rear delt, and get some lower trap. With Jay, what we were trying to do was work with the lower trap. So we were trying to make sure he emphasized squeezing, bringing his shoulders up, holding it for a quick second, and then back down again. And on the heavier movements, he was repping out the sets, which was fine if you're using the heavy weight. But from time to time, we would definitely set in with pauses at the very top of the movement.
Come on. 5, 4, 3. Come on, Jay. 2. 1 more. Good stuff.
One of the first things I noticed was when I went out to go eat with Jay was that Jay is not a big eater. Jay tends to eat 6 to 8 ounces, and 8 ounces is kind of like a chore for Jay. We would go out, hit, the bonsai bowl or wherever, and to eat, and 10 ounces would be like, you'd look at me like I'm crazy.
Like chicken?
Yeah. No, steak.
How many ounces?
How many does it come with?
We'll do it over the phone.
Oh, what'd you get, 8? That's it?
Yeah.
Give him 10,
No,
give me 8. Give him 10. No, I'm not kidding. Jesus Christ. I figured girls do 8. Just to be dieting yet.
Oh, it's already cooked, so
So what? That's what I'm telling you. Yes.
it loses 2 ounces.
I know. That's what, because you should be at 12.
No, it's good to go.
12 to 10. You need no more.
You want onions also?
Yeah, I want onions. Normally I would tell him, hey, 12 to 14 ounces. So that was one huge concern for me, was to make sure that he's getting enough calories in the off-season.
We definitely are going to be picking it up here today. He's feeling a lot better. He's sick. Getting over this chest cold that he picked up out on the East Coast when he was doing appearances. So I think the antibiotics and whatnot are, ran its course, and the virus has run its course, and any bacteria that's been left over in his chest is basically picking up. So I think that we're going to be able to pick it up, and we're going to really beat him up today.
Come on. Hey, come on. Come on. Come on. 6. Halfway there. Go. 6. Come on. 5. Come on. 4. Come on. 3. Come on. 2. Come on. One more.
Positive with using the rope on a low cable rope is that it allows you to go past your torso. You're allowed, normally you have a barrier, whether you're using a V-bar or a straight bar, of your torso. And with the ropes, it allowed us to go past that point and actually create a slightly different movement. And I felt that that was going to really help bring in more detail in the base back.
Come on! Come on! Go, go, go! 1, go, 2, come on, go! 3, 2, 2, go! One more! Good job.
He did lat pull down.
Still easy.
I felt that he could go a little bit slower, arch his back, and be able to draw his elbows a little bit lower and deeper, closer to his lats.
Go, 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 go!
A lot of people tend to get carried away and start swinging the weight, and all it becomes is just, you know, momentum, and doesn't necessarily put tension on the lats. So one thing we try to emphasize with Jay is to bring his elbows down and continuously draw down and squeeze his lats to get maximum tension.
Good. Squeeze. Good. Breathe. Go. Come on. Come on, 3, go. 1. Go. 2, one more. Good job.
Round dumbbell rows with Jay was quite interesting. I felt like he was able to pull up to his chest or his upper rib cage, the dumbbell. I wanted to make sure that he pulled in to his lower lat instead of pulling into his middle of his pec or his rib cage. What I wanted to do is make his lats drop lower on his back lat spread on his back of the bicep. So therefore, you know, it was something that we went through during the workout, and I was trying to emphasize pulling to that lower lat area. The next exercise was bent over barbell rows. You could do these both overhand and underhand. Underhand will tend to develop the lower lat a little bit better.
Control movement. Control the weight. Control the weight. Good. 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 5. Come on. Go. Now one more. One more.
So with that particular movement, we tried to make sure that not only is Jay doing the form right, but we can put on enough pounds where he can try to grow into this off season. So again, once again, making sure that a bigger muscle is a stronger muscle and vice versa. So we did bent over rows at that point.
6 good ones. Go. 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 5. One more. Good job. Oh, easy. Come on, Jay. Come on, Jay. You sandbagging motherfucker.
Then we did T-bar rows with the barbell in the corner, a la Ronnie Coleman style.
Go, focus, focus, focus. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 7, go, go, 8, go,
We had really stacked on the weights at that point. We went pretty heavy, and Jay kept his form and was really pushing hard that day. I mean, he really felt like he had something to prove.
Yeah, come on!
So we're almost done with our first back workout, Jay and I. I'm just kind of mostly been evaluating, just looking, letting him go through what he normally does. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna finally do the Fst-7 motion. Let me see what he goes, what kind of range of motion he uses. This is a little bit difficult exercise to master until you actually visualize and see it firsthand. So I'm gonna take a look and see what he's been doing so far, and then we'll go from there. Good. Good. Push down towards the ground and then to your legs. There you go. Like that. Good. Arch your back. Good. Good. Arch. Arch. Come on. Good. Good. Arch. Squeeze, squeeze. Come on. Come on. 4, 4, 4. Go. 1, go. 2, go. 3, one more. Squeeze. Good. Bring your arms down. Just like if you're doing a pull with a dumbbell. Good job, Jay. Just like you're doing it. Come on. Chest up. Good. 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 Right in there. Right in there. Right in there. Good. Squeeze. Squeeze. Down, chest up. Good. Come on. 3 more. 3 more. 1. Go. 2. Go. 1 more. Towards the ground. Towards the ground. Push towards the ground. Good. Chest up. Good. More good. Come on. Good. Squeeze.
Jay was definitely not movement. It was something that we had to work on, but all in all, it put a lot of blood in his back. So when he posed later, it seemed like he was a whole different person compared to when he walked into the gym that day.
Stretch. There you go. Good. Stretch the lat. Stretch it. Good. Come on. Stretch it. Good. Come on. Come on. Give me 6. Give me 6. Go. 1. Go. Go. 2. Continuous motion. 2. 3. 4. 5. 1 more. Good job. Stretch. Good. Get that stretch. Get that stretch. Good. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Go. Good. Come on. Give me 5. Go. Go. Go with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Up. Stretch. Come on. 1 more. 1 more. There you go. Stretch it up. Stretch it up. There you go. That's the stretch. Good. Stretch. Down. Good. Come on. Come on. 6, 6. Go. 1. Go. Pump them out. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. Squeeze. Good job.
Okay, we're on to back. For lats, we're doing straight arm pull downs. I tend to like to use ropes because ropes will let you get past the point of your thighs, where a straight bar tends to be able to be more restrictive. The other thing about this exercise is probably the most widely used exercise that's performed incorrectly. So let's make sure we have exactly what we need down in the form so that everybody can be able to do this exactly the way you should. Okay, so as in the beginning of the movement, you're doing a stretching movement up high, and then as you come down, chest comes up, you arch, good, and back up, stretch, and back down. Chest up, chest up, chest up, there you go. Move that chest up a little higher. Stretch, 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 and squeeze. Stretch, up, chest up, arch, good, one more, and squeeze. Hold it, hold it. There you go, good job. At the end, we did a lot of posing. Not only so that we can see how full Jay got, but also to assess kind of where the starting point is. And being that he had already been doing a little bit of the Fst-7 since December, I felt like he had made some really good gains. But again, we have to try to assess. We take a look, see how he was compared to the previous month. And by then, he had made quite a bit of that change. So I was really happy with the result. On day 4, Phil arrived.
What's extraordinary about Phil Heath is the fact that obviously he's very genetically gifted. You know, I mean, that nickname of his, the gift, you know, fits him to a T. He's probably the most genetically gifted bodybuilder I've ever worked with, and I've worked with, you know, hundreds and hundreds of bodybuilders.
What's up? Got a new shirt?
No,
No, I had it. Was that old? That's an oldie one. That's new though. No.
man.
So my back was all sore, man. But it was alright. I played blackjack the whole time.
You love that game on your phone.
I ain't gonna gamble real money. I work too hard for it.
There's your cars right there, Phil.
After I win the Olympiad. Jay said I can have as many as I want once he retires. He'll be right there with popcorn and carry.
How many are you gonna have? 5 or 6.
They'll let you have.
They'll get sick of you.
They'll get sick of it.
What we're trying to do specifically for Jay is try to get him to eat more calories during the off season. There is a detriment to your program if you eat too clean. And you do need to give your body a rest because otherwise your body won't know a transition between pre-contest and off-season. You're already burnt out, your body's already burnt out from eating clean. So what's it gonna do? It's not gonna get shredded, it's just gonna basically get burnt out. So I'm trying to get him to eat a little bit more junk in the off-season, and I think there's a balance. Obviously you don't wanna get too heavy and too sloppy, but at the same time you don't wanna stay too lean. So what we do, both as a physical and a mental break, is going out and having some fast food. Now, fast food of choice seems to be In-N-Out Burger this week. Everybody wants to go to In-N-Out. Some of the guys are from out of town who don't have In-N-Out near them. So we go to In-N-Out. What are you getting?
Couple doubles, fries.
Jay, triple, one slice of cheese, no salt. I know what he wants. I know. I know things. All right, he wants two triple. Okay, yeah, but no, yeah, for real. with one slice of cheese.
Guys ordering together?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna get for you guys.
Did you get a big enough cup?
Free
Jeez.
refill.
There you go. Go ahead. I have the same.
The exact same thing?
Yeah, but mine, but actually with
No.
salt.
With salt?
With salt.
And
So actually it's not the same.
so 3 meat, 1 cheese? 3 meat, 1 cheese?
Yeah.
With ketchup, mustard, grilled onions only?
No grilled onions.
Ketchup, mustard only?
Yeah.
Well, you said to say you were lying.
Yeah, he was totally lying.
You were lying.
Seriously.
It's alright. It's alright.
Come on, Amy, work it. I don't know. Baby told me I couldn't have it. I can't talk to her.
Yeah.
grilled
We're in a fight.
Call me back.
Did you want to eat fries or a drink?
Yeah.
Fries with salt?
Yeah.
Do you want a big kid drink or do you want a chocolate?
Jeez.
I'll do the big kid thing. Amy, you're looking out.
There you go.
Yeah. Honey and I got in a damn fight over In-N-Out after the Iron Man last year.
Why?
Because he said I couldn't have it because remember I had that weak ass burger over at Cheesecake Factory? And I bugged him about getting a burger and he was like, no. And I said, dude, I barely even ate anything. He's like, oh, you're gonna get fat, you know, from the sodium and all sorts of crap. Remember that?
What's that?
When we got into it on the highway, and I told you we were going to In-N-Out. And I told you pumpkin ass that I was going to In-N-Out, otherwise you're going to jump out of the car. At the Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I don't know about you, but I'm going to need some In-N-Out.
Regular fries.
Oh, cool, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Eat your food. Eat your food.
Jay thought you were gonna be a fat ass. Is he a fat ass right now, Jay? No. You thought you were gonna be a fat ass, huh? Okay guys, it's Phil Heath's first workout here today. Obviously I've been working with Phil Heath for the last, going on, for 2006 on, so almost 3 years. And we've been doing a lot of different training styles in the past. You know, let him go on his own, do a lot of just, you know, basic, you know, heavier weights. Now we've been doing Fst-7 for the last year and a half, and we've seen the most improvement since we've been using that system. And today we're going to be using Fst-7, but we're going to be mixing it up a little bit. We're going to go off of what he hasn't done in his last workout. So we did dumbbells the last time he worked out on his own, so today we're going to be sticking to like Smith machine and possibly also hammer strength, depending on how he's feeling. It's a lot different than with Jay, because with Jay we're kind of mostly feeling things out. There's a lot of body parts that I mostly observed and I kind of went in there, made some recommendations on angles and whatnot. With Phil, we've done a lot of these body parts in the past together, and now what we're trying to do is increase his the weights and as his strength keeps moving up. So let's go hit it.
Right when we walked in, we wanted to weigh Phil, see where he's at with his weight, so we can assess, do we have to put more size on him? Do we need to bring, you know, is he a little too heavy? We weighed him in.
All right, so 268 and a half, so definitely got him.
It actually was a pretty good weight compared to the previous year. He stayed a little bit leaner and was just a tad bit heavier than the previous year. So we, you know, he did put on some size, but I knew from there on out we had to really step it up.
Good. It's kind of an angle, huh?
Started off with incline Smith machine press, and previously with Phil, he would not be able to do very much weight. His muscle bellies were full, but he wasn't a strong guy. And throughout the last 3 or 4 years we've been working together, he's been able to use heavier and heavier weight.
A little lower.
To stretch in between sets, get him properly warmed up, and step up to the incline dumbbell flies.
I was a little 80.
That's fine. Whatever you're comfortable with, just give me good reps. That's all I want. I want good reps.
Don't touch one too much then.
Huh?
On the way down, don't touch it too long.
Okay, no. It's all on you. Just make sure you're you know where you're at with the depth.
These handles are better.
All right, good. Come on, just give me some depth. There you go.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Good. Keep it going. Keep it going. Give me three. 1. Let's go. 2. Squeeze. Good job. Easy, bro.
So we tend to do mostly incline movements for Phil so that we can build up his upper chest. He did hammer strength incline presses as well.
Let's rock. Let's get this one out. Come on. Come on. Go. Shoot. Come on. Come on. All the way. Come on. Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
I got it. 2 more.
Oh, good job. Should be a drop set. That's what it's called, an original drop set.
That was kind of weird.
Set.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Like that around.
You're warmed up. I think you just get so tight, you know, it's just that warm up, you know?
I think the previous year he did only 3 plates, 3 or maybe even 3.5 plates. And this particular time, he went up to either 4 or 5 plates. And like I said, a stronger muscle is a bigger muscle, and you can tell a huge difference with the amount of weight and amount of reps he was using for that kind of weight compared to the previous years.
Let's try to get some depth. So if you put your feet flat, you'll probably get more power out of it too. I'll give you a lift. Good, it's all you. Come on, go. Good, 2, 3, good. 4, 5, 6, go. 7, 3, 1, 2. Good job. Watch you guys. Watch that side. Good call.
So for the chest movement, the Fst-7 movement for chest, we use cable crossovers. That's one of Phil's favorite movements. He tends to get a really good stretch and a really good contraction on that movement.
Right there. 3. Yep. Get a little more stretch. A little more stretch. 9. Let's go. What was that, 10? I can't count. The weight was a little too light, so we're going to still time at about 30 to 45 seconds of rest, but what we're going to do is we're going to move it up a little bit different from the past. What we did was we would go anywhere from the 10 to 15 rep range. Right now, we're trying to keep it under 10. You might see me push towards the end, go 11 or 12 forced reps when we start needing to pump things up a little more. Let's go. What's wrong? Watch the clock. Let's go. 1, 2, a little wider. Breathe. Breathe. Good. That's it. Still light.
Nothing on the gym clock. Rolex has nothing on that gym clock.
The official timekeeper. Come on, let's go.
It's a white face.
This is just some black.
Come on. Stop your talking. Get wider. 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Easy.
I feel that when he uses that, it's almost like he's trying to, imagine he's doing the most muscular on stage, minus the crazy eyes where you have one eye. Sometimes you see pictures of him on stage with one eye going left and one eye going right.
One more. Try it. Good job. Yes. Come on. Come on. Push. Come on. Come on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. Good job. Come on, Phil. Come on. 2. Come on. 3. Come on. 4. Go. 5. 6. Come on. Go. Go. 9. Go. Squeeze. Easy.
I'm here with Tamer. We're going to do machine flies. We're going to focus on an Fst-7 movement here, which we're going to try to work on the upper chest. He's going to keep his chin up, and he's going to make sure that he's going all the way through till he touches his hands touch. He's going to keep his elbows behind his wrist, and as he goes through the whole range of motion. Let's go ahead and go through a set. Good, squeeze. Squeeze. Good job. There you go. Squeeze. Now he's flexing his pecs, trying to get maximum contraction, get as much blood into those pecs as possible, and then what he'll do is he'll squeeze, stretch, do another set.
So there's no doubt in my mind. I mean, you know, the stuff that Jay and I are doing in this video is definitely something that everyone else is going to be able to, you know, implement in their current program.
Chest is a little bit fuller than previous years. That's it, first set.
Come on. Come on. Push. Two. One more. Drop down. Good job.
We did push downs with ropes so we can try to warm up his elbows and try to increase the amount of blood flow into the back of his arm.
Yeah, is that 3? We've got one more. I want you to lighten it up just a tad, and then we'll just get you to turn your wrist out just a little bit.
All right, during the tricep pushdowns, what we try to do is emphasize that outer tricep, which I speak about in many of my articles.
There you go. Turn him out. One more. Good.
What you want to do is turn around and push your pinkies outward so that you emphasize that outer head of the tricep. So you'd go up towards the starting and ending point would be with your fist close to your chest, and then coming down and twisting your pinky outward as you move down during the range of motion. And then we moved into the heavier movements. We did close grip bench.
Do one more with that weight. Is it? All the pressure in one spot. Well, you gotta just come out a little more because you're getting a little close to the edge. Come out a little more. Come on. 2 more. 2 more. Go. Come on, drop a whip. Easy. Where'd that come from? Holding back on me. No, that's bullshit. You're holding back, you sandbagger. You're a sandbagger. You're a sandbagger. Shit. Let's focus.
I set myself up for that.
Then we went to skull crushers.
What is this?
What do you want?
7s or no?
No.
Okay.
Got it? There you go. My hands. There you go. Head up. Perfect. Good. Come on, forward.
When he did skull crushers, we really used a new technique for him, which is to push away from his forehead up in a 45-degree angle. And I think that was really new for him, and that really got him really super pumped.
Take your time, Jay. Take your time.
Good. 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 Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. 4. Go. Come on.
And then we got sore a couple of days later. But it helps put continuous tension on the tricep due to the angle that you're going at. With Jay, we've tried a new exercise for sevens, which he was really excited to do, which is overhead tricep extensions with a dumbbell behind the head. We use that exercise typically only for a super and advanced movement. And obviously, he's a very advanced trainer. He turns, he works really hard and he's very strong.
Good.
Typically, I would have someone do either a push down on the tricep or to do a extension like a skull crusher. But what we did with him on that particular day is tricep with the dumbbell overhead.
2. One more. I got it. Six. Two. 7. One more. Okay, got it.
During the Fst-7 movements, what we try to do is we try to go through and make sure that he's flexing his triceps and stretching his triceps back and forth to maximize the stretching of the fascia.
Push your triceps down. Make sure you get that. There you go. Squeeze the shit out of them. Let's go.
One more. Easy. Come on. Come on. Go. 8, 4. 1, 2, 3. Good. Got it.
We're on Fst-7 for triceps. Earlier, Jay did Fst-7 exercise, overhead dumbbell press. What we're doing is we're going to be doing the rope push downs. So let's go ahead and get this going. Good. Down and hold it. As you can see, he's pushing his pinkies outward to get maximum flexion on that outer head of that tricep. Now what you're going to do is as he comes up, stops right around mid-chest, and then he comes back down, squeezing, pushing out again. You can use several different variations of this movement. You could even go just straight down and hold it there as well, but you're not going to be getting that outer head to really pop. So what we tend to do with Tamer, just because he was trying to build up the outer head of that tricep, is turn as much as possible so we can get that thickness on his front relaxed pose. Up and squeeze and hold it. Down, hold it. Good job.
Good. Very good. 4. Good. 5.
Jay tends to have phenomenal delts, and his arms are always a little bit lacking. So what I wanted to do was make sure that Jay did not cheat by being able to work his shoulders like he did in the past on the human training. We started with standing dumbbell curls, and then what we did was we proceeded to stretch out the biceps.
You can't breathe?
Why?
From yesterday? Come on. 4. Come on. Good. 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 Come on. Good job.
We worked on the one-arm preacher curls with biceps, and in that, I really remember holding his shoulder back.
Shoulder, shoulder. Keep it back, keep it back. Keep that elbow out. Good. Come on. Come on, squeeze it up. Come on, squeeze.
I wanted to make sure on that particular movement the shoulder wouldn't push forward and wouldn't kick in to dominate the movement.
I can't do those side rounds. Enough, that's too heavy. Yeah, just the way you angle. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Jay had tried the spider curls for, it was either the first time or he had tried it only a couple of times previous to that. And getting him to keep his wrists supinated while doing the exercise was tough because he has very limited range of motion, especially in one of his wrists. So we kept him from turning his wrist, and we kept it more in the supinated position throughout the exercise, and that was tough with it for him. So it was, he couldn't use a lot of weight, but I know it made him extremely sore.
8, come on. 10, 11, good job. You ready for sevens? Go. Let's go. That's too, is that wide enough for you? Come on, get your shoulders back. Shoulders back. Straighten out your arms. Straighten out your arms. Straighten out your arms. There you go. Good. Straighten them out. Good. Come on. Two more. Easy. Come on. Let's go 10, 10, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. 8, 9. One more. Come on. 10. Good. There you go. There you go. Straighten that arm out. Good. 1, 2. Good. 3. Good. 4. Good. 5. Good. 6. Good. 7. Good. 8. 2. 2. Come on, Jay. Come on.
Much better. Feel the pump? Come on, Jake. Come on. 2, 3, 4. Come on. 5, 6. Go. Go. Come on. Come on, Jake. Come on. Come on. 2, 2, 2. Go. Finish it. One more. Squeeze. Let's go. Come on. Finish strong. Let's go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on. 2, 2, 2. Come on. Come on. Come on. One more. One more. Come on. Come on, Jake. Good job. Do you want to be huge? Come on, dude. Let's go. Come on. Go. 2. Go. 3. Get the shoulders back. 4. Come on. 5. 6. 7. Come on. 8. Come on. Come on. 4. 4 and you're done. Go. Halfway. Go. Go. 4. Partials. Go. 1. Go. 2. Go. 3. Go. 4.
When Jay had come up to San Jose earlier in the year, when we worked together, the biceps, we trained him so hard that he almost puked. So I know that a lot of people had said, you know, I had almost puked when I did legs, or I almost puked when I did back. But for him to almost puke after doing arms was definitely something that was a first for me. But I mean, that tells you how hard he pushes himself during his workouts.